And we're live, guys. We have already people on the chat. That's awesome. Good morning, everyone.
Morning or evening, depending on where you are.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, this is not our usual plan with Adam. We have a replacement that also has an accent. So it's accent for accent. We did the right choice here with our special guest. And our special guest for the stream is Colin the Crypto Ocelot. Everybody here knows Colin already, I'm sure. And we go way back from my beginning on Twitter. He's a person I always love to talk, and it's very funny to have a conversation with Colin. It's the truth, you know that. So thank you so much for being here, Colin, with us today.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
Yeah,
I worry you've ruined my reputation.
Your street cred.
You as a funny guy, that's okay. That's okay. You're also a monster. Let's make things fair. You're funny, but a monster. That's okay.
If you want, sure, why not? I'll take that. That's fine.
I don't think we ever decided on a new acronym with the C. There's no vowels anymore, so we're kind of at a loss.
What was the last one that Adam mentioned? I can't remember. It was a funny one.
Clap.
We could have clap.
No, because there's no A.
Clap,
if you got rid of me and then got Adam in here. Yeah. Wait a minute. I see what it is. You're testing him out to get rid of me. I don't approve of this.
Exactly.
That's it. It's like making the person that you're gonna hire the new person.
I really like that Colin guy. He is all right. Well, Nick,
lies. All of it, mate. It's all lies. None of it's true.
Right. Well, so do you guys all just know Colin through Coil? I mean, Colin, you and I have never interacted, so I don't really know.
We've had sort of a little natter on Twitter, but that's been about it.
I just talk mad shit about you behind your back. That's all.
That's cool. Most people do. It's fine. You're with the majority, so that's fine. Thank you. So I know Patricia. I don't really know, obviously, yourself or Nick as well as I know Patricia. But you guys mentioned you might be interested in having me on, so I figured why not? And as luck would have it, Adam's not here. So, double whammy.
As luck would have it. I'm going to tell him you
Sorry,
said
Adam.
that.
I love you, really.
It's awesome. It's awesome to have you here. And it's going to be a great stream as always, I'm sure. So, yeah.
How did you discover Coil? Were you into crypto or were you into writing? What brought you to that?
So I was into crypto and I got really interested in the micropayment side of things. So the tip bot is first of all what kind of got me interested in that. It was a very, very fluid system, quite like that.
Yeah.
I realized at some point that, being a grumpy, frustrated middle-aged man, that I was going to either have to start a coin collection or start writing something. So I figured I don't really like coins, so I thought that was it. And as luck would have it, Coil turned up just about the same time as my grumpy middle age. So it seemed to work quite nicely. And on top of which, there's the micropayments factor to it as well. So that was really kind of what started me out. And if memory serves, I think I got about one article in and got incredibly disheartened for about 3 months.
Yeah. No, it was like I equate it to like getting kicked in the nuts after you submit one. You're like, okay, I'm going to be internet famous after this. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, nobody likes my stuff. Looks like I have to start 5 more accounts to upvote this bad boy.
And here we are today, 30 accounts in. Just.
Exactly.
Well, that's, what do you guys think? First of all, do you think it's growing? Or I constantly, because I don't think my writing has gotten that much better. Mm-hmm. And I've looked over the span of when I started, when I had 2 or 5 upvotes average, to now I average, 16 to, I think my high, not that I count, was 23 exactly.
Not that you're counting, right?
No,
there's no counting involved. That's the important thing.
Not that I check every day and hit refresh nonstop. Nick, you haven't been to work in 4 days. I don't care. But I don't know if that's from people joining or just people organizing. I'm trying to isolate what that is. I do see people trickle in, like we've got some new people in Coil, and that was my other question I was going to hit around is, when do you think Coil is going to make that big push to promote it? I was wondering
that they said in Patty's interview with Ben that they're not even planning to leave like beta until the end of at least 2020. Exactly. So, I don't know if that means they won't be marketing it widely, but I would expect we're still in super early stages in terms of
right. Yeah, no, that is fair. Yeah. So, that's the thing. I think a lot of people do get so disheartened because they write and it's very cutthroat. And I think if you're not in the boost program, I could see it being very disheartening very quickly. Because if I was, and it's not, even with the boost program, you're still like, well, I'm investing a lot of time into this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a weird thing. You can't rely on, I guess, every time you think you're going to get something, you get less. So you shouldn't rely on a standard. Oh, I got, 700,000 XRP last month, which I totally did.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Just
actually.
So what's that, like $10?
Actually, Stefan Thomas
good one.
Flew in a helicopter right outside my house, and he just gave me a ledger. He's like, "There you go, Nick." And I was like, "Thank you, Stefan." He flew away. And then I woke up.
The 1 billion they got as a grant, it was on the ledger.
Gave it to me. It's like, you would probably be better with this than us.
Yeah, Stefano just made a good point in the chat too. Again, I think we talk about this every time that monetization comes up, which it can't not come up in these conversations, but it should be about enjoying it. Mm-hmm. And not so much about the money at this point. So,
sure. No, you're right. And Stefano is not in the boost program, but he's having a blast. Yeah. So,
and he just told us now on chat, he made exactly 20 XRP. So 20 XRP from daily readings for daily engagement. Let's say
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not a mathematician.
That's pretty good.
I think that's 1 XRP for every A.
Well, see, this is one of the things, because I'm nowhere near as popular as you guys. I realize that my stuff is not necessarily.
Oh, come on now.
No, I'm not. You stop. No, you stop.
No, you stop.
No. Well, this is going well. My hard man of the internet reputation will be absolutely solid after this one, won't it? Honestly, before I got on this boost program, I was trying to get a total of one XRP for all of 2019 in terms of clicks and people that have clicked on my stuff.
In terms of engagement,
yeah, totally. And I was checking this thing. I was looking at it, going, "God, this is really just some genuine graft trying to get this going." Well, it'll pick up one day, and that wasn't why I was doing it. I was doing it. It was nice to see a little trickle come in, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's great. At least someone's interested.
I should take it back, because I really do like, I guess it's more disheartening to write an article. You really put a lot of time and thinking and, using all your wit, and then nothing. Like, it just is like out there in the ether, and you're like, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But what else on earth is where you just do, like, put something out there and then do nothing, like, it's just like when I was a kid and you would complain about trying to get a job, and your parents are you applying? Well, no. And you're like, okay, well, you
did that too?
There's nothing on this earth where you can just kind of put it out there and people aren't just going to find you.
Exactly.
Right.
So you have to get on the social media game. You have to do all the bullshit. You have to play the game.
I the social media so much. It's just like, I am growing to despise Twitter, because I never had a Twitter account before Coil. Okay. And now I'm on it, and I'm like, I don't even know how this works really. I don't even know who's seeing this or what's sharing, what's retweeting. Like this looks like and then you just go on and it's like a plethora of nonsense because you have so many followers, you're following so many people, and you're like, this is 100 headache right now. Like I can't.
You need a guided tour of some of the better bits of Twitter because Twitter's amazing. I love Twitter. Twitter's awesome.
I didn't get Keelan to talk about his Reddit experience because I told him to join Reddit, and he finally did. And the first interaction, he asked about something. It was on a history subreddit, and he asked about something, and the first reply was "kill yourself."
Yep. That's Reddit for sure.
100% Reddit.
I think one of the first things I ever posted on Reddit, someone made like a pun, and I commented, I was like, "Oh, pun intended," and they're like, "Are you new here?" And I just remember just being like so ashamed.
I'll show myself out. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Absolutely. The
Twitter
first time that I joined the XRP chat, one of the first people that talked to me was to send me a message. Oh, well, not a message, on the DM on the chat saying, you're a fake, you work for Coil, you work for Ripple. In a few months, you will disappear just like all the others that they tried to
How
send before
cynical.
you.
Oh.
My God.
Welcome to the XRP chat.
That was a bad day for me, Patty. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and just to clear that up, that wasn't me either.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't you.
It was me.
There you go.
The best part.
I knew it.
Well, there is a theory going around that I work for Coil too. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Who's got that theory? Or did you just make that up?
No, I'm not making it up. Haven't you seen in CBC? Anytime new features come out, yeah.
I've really got I'm sorry. I'm so bad with Telegram and Twitter because when I go on Telegram to the CBC and I'm like, I see 300 missed messages. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Don't scroll up, dude. Don't scroll up. I don't really use Telegram that much. I'm not a fan. I find it the same as you. I guess there's like this wall of messages, and I've got that from Twitter as is, and I don't really need another one it's basically the same thing a lot of the time for me. And there's some of the groups in there, I'm sure that, great, lovely. If you like that platform, do. I have another one that I prefer.
Yeah, I actually really prefer Discord, to be honest. Yeah.
It's, there's so many different, that's the weird thing. There's so many different avenues of communication. Mm-hmm. It is mind boggling at this point, how easy it is to get a hold of somebody.
Do you think we take advantage of this? Yeah, because we're all over the place. We're in different locations around the world, different time zones. And I can see you, you can see me. Are we taking advantage of this a little bit now?
Yeah.
Like
we take it for granted.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's amazing. It's so amazing. I mean, that was one of the things I was most excited about with Coil was how internationally diverse this group was. I mean, It was like not just people that I see every day of my life, people from all over the world.
Yeah, Michigan is cool.
As long as they're writing in English, because let's be honest, I'm an American and they don't teach us other languages.
It's useful. Yeah, it's useful to write in English. Yeah.
That is so American centric. That is
exactly.
perfect.
I know. I'm like, as long as you're writing in English, that's cool.
I've been messing with people, like not even saying speak English. I'm like, speak American. That's what because people do a double take when I say that. I'm like, I'm not changing that. I'm going to keep that one now.
But now imagine, for example, if I drop a blog in Portuguese, no one will understand it. Almost no one. There are 3 or 4 people that speak Portuguese on Coil, but that's it. So, yeah.
I just put that into Google Translate and get like kind of a weird, translation of what you're saying.
Yeah, it's most of the meaning.
Yeah, most. Yeah.
I think I was having a look at internet content the other day in terms of what the different language breakdowns, because it was something I was looking at as well in terms of, if you've got people, let's say we do have a massive amount of native Portuguese speakers.
Yeah.
So the vast majority of it, I think it's like 56% or something, was all in English.
Mhm.
And then the next drop down was Spanish, and then it was Russian, and then Chinese, and at various points. But it was, I think, knocking on the door of 60% of everything on the internet being in English. So it has become the international language for most people to get.
Obviously. Absolutely.
Which is perfect for me because I'm also equally lazy. Despite being European, I should know everything, but no.
Oh, I don't even know how I would survive.
Wait, are you European though? I thought that was a whole.
Not anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that sounded remarkably suspicious.
Look, you're going to get me onto a subject that a lot.
Not anymore.
I know. We won't go there.
Not anymore. Let's just drop it. Okay. Okay.
I'm a very, very proud Englishman. I don't belong as part of a continent. Yes, I am a part of the continent of Europe, but I am English, and I think that's kind of what a lot of people see as being this really unreasonable view. I mean, I spent this afternoon watching rugby, and I had a lovely time watching England beat Ireland. Mm-hmm. And at no point did I think, I'm European, therefore I should support both of them. And it's this really funny, contentious issue we have here at the moment. That was a lot more deep and meaningful than I meant it to be. Sorry, I'll get back to
form. Sorry, I got you on that.
Yes, sorry. I'll make a dick joke and bring it back. Give me a minute.
Hey-o.
Sorry, I'll bring it back with that's what she said.
Yeah, perfect.
So let's get the ball rolling. Should we go into our picks of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh
wait.
But since I had to reboot, you got to give me, I forgot to open that as well. So keep talking. I'm going to open our pick of the weeks, and I will tell you when everything is okay.
Colin, where do you find all your pictures?
So
for like the playground, for the
wait, really quick. I have a headcanon that he takes all of them himself.
No. I'm really sorry to disappoint you. I actually, so in terms of the knockoff toys, I found there was a Yoda image a really long time ago, and it was this disastrous toy. And thanks to Google, I found a few keywords and punched in a search, and lo and behold, it reveals this just treasure trove of crap. And it is crap. I mean, make no mistake, it is absolutely awful. Look, what was it? The playgrounds you mentioned?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just working on number 3 for that at the moment. And
God.
I don't know. I'm going to ping you. I don't know if can you show any of this stuff on the stream? You're going to be able to show it somehow? Let me see if I can dig one of these out.
If you send me a link, just let me know where are you going to send the link? If it's on Twitter, I can open right away. Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second then. Let me see what I've turned up recently. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. So this will actually be in Playgrounds 3.
You
can't believe there's enough for 3.
Let me check it.
All right, there we go. That should be over with you now.
Yeah, it is. Now let me.
So yeah, when this one pops up, so this is just a kind of a sample.
God, this
there you go.
Real. Let me show this to everyone.
All right, so you show and then I'll go. Right? How about that?
I'll have to wait for the stream to catch up because.
Give me a sec. I need to transfer this to my computer so that I can. Oh. This is so bad. But
it's not. That's the thing. It's not, because there are some really, really bad ones as well, and there's some that I genuinely can't show because I like all sorts of crap like this, right? And this is crap. But there is some stuff that is just it's not funny. It's just like the playgrounds. There's been sort of 2 scaffolding poles sort of wedged against the tree, and like no one wants to see that. I mean, it's just shit. So instead, I find sort of load of rusty slides and animals that look like they're pooing out children on things like
classic
style. Classic. I mean, I don't know how I find this stuff. You get an idea. I saw something and just went, oh, okay, I'll have a look at that, and I wasn't disappointed. But African movie posters, good Lord.
Well, that was the weird thing too. You're just like, why don't they just use the same one and change the words? I don't understand. the work's all done. Like just
What, the Terminator?
yeah. Like I was like, what? Why would that doesn't even look like you'd want to watch that.
The first one was all right. The first one was really good.
Colin, let me just resize the image and then you can go. I just have it on screen, just need to resize it.
Alrighty. So yeah, so the playgrounds piece was some of this stuff's really good fun to write, and I think that's what a lot of people forget. That the point about this is that if you're writing stuff, and certainly for me, I need to have some fun with it. I don't really do serious very well. So a lot of my stuff, I have
it's
to.
on screen, Colin. So when you want, just to let you know that it's on screen.
Oh, okay, so we got the giant smiley clown.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, behold. So I mean, it's stuff like this, but obviously not exactly this. So yeah, that's one of the ones that's coming up in the next one I'm writing.
Why? At what time? Like, at what point?
Sorry, Lauren. I'm so sorry, Lauren.
Yeah.
Oh God.
See, but like, at what point would like the people that designed this? Nobody thought like, hey guys, there's a little.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Lauren.
I mean, it's
on screen all the time until I open all our pics for the week.
Fine, okay, all right, no worries. That's Lauren's almost dying with laughter. But on a serious note, that's actually the reaction that I get, right? So when I see something like this, I want to find myself laughing my head off.
Yeah.
Where I like, what on earth is this? And there is a collection of various things like this, but not exactly like this. And yet, for me, throwing them all together, somehow making it funnier than it was before. Mm-hmm. And this is the type, I guess, of stuff I churn out. I mean, it's not, War and Peace.
It's very classy. It's very.
It is, yeah.
Cutting edge.
For all my dicking about, I really do try and keep the humor above the waist as much as possible. I mean, I try, but it does,
I noticed that. I was actually really impressed with your last couple posts where I'm like, there's so many worse jokes you could make, but you do really well to keep it kind of PG.
Oh maybe. God, it's just such a struggle every time. I just want to swear my little head off, and there's going to come one where one day I go mad, and it's just going to be a load of red rums, a few F-bombs, and just a video of me crying in a corner.
Post that on Cinnamon.
I was going to say that'll probably be my Cinnamon post.
Yeah, probably get you a whole 1 XRP.
Yeah. I will definitely watch it, of course.
Dear. So yeah. I mean, there's obviously something to look forward to. What's not to like there? But yeah, I mean, in terms of what else I actually pump out, we were talking about this earlier because I haven't actually produced anything since Monday. I haven't been able to post anything since Monday, and everything that I have got started or am in the process of finishing is not right, and I'm really fussy about what I put out. And I've seen. I think my second article was on cat jumpers. Yeah. It was on cat jumpers, and it's a piece of shit. And I say that with absolute love. So I'm very conscious that I need to maintain a level, a standard, and it's not just about slinging a few funny photos and just saying, look at this clown. There's some work that goes into this stuff, same as you guys, right? You're passionate about what you do.
Sure.
And if you want people to appreciate it, you need to put the work in.
Well, I've noticed that too. I kind of I felt like I saw someone put it in the chat the other day, and I felt that way too. If you're writing, if it starts to feel like a chore, then you're not. I totally took a step back. Yeah. Like I was at least averaging one article a day, maybe every other day. But then I was like, when I remember writing at the beginning, I was like having a blast and be like, I'm going to write about this. And then now I'm just like, I feel like I have to get this done. If I don't get this done, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, dude, one thing I've noticed about this is the marathon idea. Like it's not going away tomorrow. Okay. The idea of Coil, they're going to try to make it something. So chill out. Like you're going to burn out. I think that's what happens to a lot of people that join this platform. And I agree with you 100%, Colin, on that. It's just like, if you're not, I could write 3 articles a day, but what are the chances that they're all going to be prolific? Not to say that mine, I am saying all my articles are very prolific, and I'm surprised that they just don't have 100 upvotes, all of them.
Yeah,
and like,
absolutely.
it's surprising.
No, yeah, go ahead, Nick. Yeah.
No, you go ahead, Patty.
Now, I was going to tell that I was doing 7 blogs a week, one a day, but it's starting to be well, it's not harder because I started to work more hours a day than I usually did since the mid January, let's say like this. On the month of February, I really had to tone down a bit for 2 reasons: a lack of time, because instead of working 12 hours a day, I'm working 13, sometimes 14 hours a day, and also a situation that I don't want to be bothering everyone. Like, you feel that you have to go to my coil 7 days a week to read something because you like me, so you want to support me. It doesn't make sense. I want people to go because they enjoy the content that we have there. So now I'm doing 4 or 5 a week during the week. I'm resting at weekends. It's also important for us. So
I'm just, I'm tired of Lauren putting out an article. I think she's doing them like what, 7 a day?
Yeah, 7 a day minimum. Yeah.
Don't call me out.
But when you're in the mood and when it's
spammer.
But no, on a serious note, when it's working for you and you're in the mood and you're able to produce like that, why on earth wouldn't you if you got your creative juices flowing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
this comes in fits and starts. I mean, I don't know about you guys. It's not, I plonk myself down in front of the computer and go, oh, okay, right, I'll just do 1,000 words on this. And it magically appears.
I find it's like anything creative with me, I have this manic phase where I'm just like I actually get excited and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best thing. And I and I go with that. When that happens, then I work with whatever I got. But if it's just like, and then the person said this, and then the other person said this, it's like, oh my God, this is awful. Like, you know what I mean? If you're trying to make something happen, it's like, not gonna happen.
Have you guys ever done writing courses, anything like that? Has that ever entered with you, or is this just?
I went to high school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a fiction writing class in college.
Okay.
I did take a fiction writing class in college. I did as well. Yeah. The professor was a hippie, and
fiction writing. What did you? Fiction writing class in college. I don't know what you were expecting.
No, dude, that guy was way out there. He sounded like the did you guys ever see Idiocracy?
Yes, I watched it the other night. It was on TV the other day.
This professor sounded like the doctor from Idiocracy. Like, you just gotta get out. You gotta get out of your zone, man. You just gotta, you just gotta do it. And I'm like, cool, thank you. I thought I was kind of spacey, but no, you really cleared that up for me. Thank you. But he would just like, you could write anything and you could tell he was high out of his mind because he would just be like, yeah. And it was like, I didn't even start reading yet. What are you talking about?
Oh, dear.
So, all right, let's get to who picked what. What are we doing?
Okay, so give me a sec to display that.
What part of the UK are you in?
So I live in the southeast, so I'm just down the River Thames. A lovely, lovely area called Essex.
Do you know what that means, Lauren?
Of course. Do you see my mug?
I can. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Oh, very nice. So yeah, I know you're a big fan of this stuff. So we live just down the river from the Tower of London. So where we get the train into London, our station drops us off right next to it. So
That's awesome.
Which is actually quite cool because you don't really appreciate it when you walk past it every day. I'm not commuting to London anymore, so I don't walk past it every day. So when I do, it catches me as quite a nice surprise.
That's lovely.
So I've got a question. Like,
Guys,
obviously,
we are ready. Should I stop displaying the blogs, or you want to do it right now?
let me ask this one question, and then we'll start.
Okay.
Like, in the United States, we have to memorize all the presidents in grade school. Like, obviously, I did.
To do that?
You didn't have to do that?
No.
And that's why
We did state capitals.
Oh, we did that too. But, you know, I got a better elementary education than you, so. Like how blunt I was about that, because I had to memorize the presidents.
Well, we don't.
Clearly, my elementary.
We don't know if it's worked or not. So I mean, for we, you've not done that. Yeah, you've
right
just
now.
failed totally. Come on, let's go.
Maybe that was the way the teachers would troll me. Looks like you have to do sixth grade again next year. Man. Okay, but did you guys have to learn all the kings and like, queens?
No, we the problem with this is, right, because this goes back, like, we're talking, if you want to go back to the Doomsday Book and you want to go back to
William the Conqueror, 1066.
Exactly. So there's quite a few of them. I mean, there's about 8
like
Richards.
50?
There's like 5 Jameses. There's obviously 8 Henrys.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
We're currently sitting on our 2nd Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
So she's gonna make it for a long. Like, I remember, like, that was wild. She's been going for a while.
Okay, but pop quiz. When Charles becomes king, do you know what number he'll be?
I do, yes.
All right. Well, as long as you know.
I do, yes, as long as there's no other questions.
Google.
Yeah.
Looks like Lauren knows this answer. Lauren, what
I actually
number?
don't.
Oh. See, no, all the
no. So we it's quite a strange thing with UK history, because there's obviously quite a lot based with us, where there's been this record keeping, and it goes back for almost 1,000 years now, if you want it, and beyond. With this accurate record keeping kind of drops off, but there's also this, we had this protracted period of time where we decided to visit other countries to show them that we had a flag and they didn't. Some other things happened as well. So we studied quite a very sort of different bits of history, because again, we European history as well. So there's things like World War II was one of the things that I did when I was at school. We also did Israel and Palestine. What else did we do at history? History was actually one of the we did the Tudors, but I don't remember very much about it because I didn't like my history teacher, because he used to keep throwing board rubbers. So I spent 2 years. This is, oh God, I'm such an old man. I'm so old. Right, back in the days of yore, when I was at school, we still used blackboards and chalk. And if you were really lucky, you got a whiteboard and a pen. And if you were clever about it, you'd replace the pen with a permanent marker for the teacher. But that's another story. Anyway, so there's a goodie. So the chalkboard rubber was the one that he could launch with, deadly accuracy. Absolutely lethal accuracy. And because you've got a black school jacket and black school trousers, you used to walk out these lessons covered in chalk dust, and you could tell
the same thing as an eraser.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That. So like a big board wipey thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And he was really accurate with it. So he could get like arms, legs, ears. And I've got the headphones on, but trust me, I've got some large targets under here. And it was quite an unpleasant period of history while learning history. So that's probably why I don't remember anything about the kings and queens.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I have them memorized.
But you've got the mug, I see.
Yeah, well,
it's like a cheat sheet.
It'd be great if that mug contained all the kings and queens of England's history, is all on Lauren's cup.
Well, it's only back to 1066 though, so there's a whole other mug you could probably do for before then. But anyway, let's get to the articles.
Let's get to the articles.
So So, Lauren, we are starting with your pick, okay?
Oh, we want to go with me first? Okay.
Yeah.
I got to remember which one I picked. All right. So I did Points on Wine.
Mm-hmm.
He did an article. He.
Yeah.
They won't gender anybody. They did an article
No,
on
it's Alexander. It's Alexander.
Oregon wineries. And I love wine and I live in Oregon. So I thought that was really cool. And it was really interesting because I have actually never heard of the ones that he included. So
I'm
I
showing
would like
the
to go
pics
with it.
right now. Yeah.
And I think I would really like to do like a follow-up article and like go to all these wineries and then post like my thoughts on them. So I thought that'd be fun.
That's a great idea.
So if
Like
anyone wants to
that.
come to Oregon, we can go on a little wine date.
Hmm.
Or send your wife, Nick.
Done and done.
Oh yeah,
I
Patricia Green. There you go, Patty.
I didn't even know Oregon had a wine country.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows of Napa Valley in California, but how big is it in like? That's what she said. But like, how many? Like, how big is Oregon's wine country?
I mean, I don't really know that much about like the wine industry, so I'm not sure which measure to use.
Like square miles.
Square mile.
Right I need an exact number.
I don't think that's on my mug. I need a cheat sheet for that too.
You need
I
a
don't know.
new
There's
mug.
lunch.
Yeah.
How reasonably priced is it to go on a wine tour in Oregon? Like,
That's not bad. I mean, I don't know. It's like $15 for the taster, probably.
An XRP.
5,000.
I worry that you think Lauren actually works in the wine industry in Oregon now. That this is
well, the way
like
I might as well.
Yeah,
Wish, because then I'd get it a lot cheaper. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Just to make sure. Yeah, exactly.
No, that Points on Wine guy is a pretty cool article stuff. Like,
yeah,
very cool. I like his little niche. He's kind of carved out. It definitely has a place for it on Coil because nobody else is talking about wine, and that's perfect for the blogging type stuff, right? Because I mean, now he's just writing. You know, not to toot Michigan's horn, but they have a wine country. Would you like to know where it is?
Yeah, tell us.
Detroit Metro.
No, a little place called Traverse City.
Oh my God.
But the funny thing is they don't make any grape wine up there. It's all cherry wine.
Oh, really?
So they have they've like Traverse City is all cherry orchards, and that's all they do. They do cherry, like when you go up there. But now they've had a huge wine country up there that just all they do is cherry wine, and it's really good. It's extremely sweet. Like it's not like a deep red or like a dry wine. It's very sweet wine. And it doesn't hold very long. Like you could probably have it for like a season and then it's not drinkable.
Okay. Here you go. I got some stats for you. Top number of wineries per state. California, number 1, obviously. Oregon and Washington, which is actually where I live, but I like to claim Oregon. Oregon and Washington, number 2 and number 3.
And
Michigan?
Yeah.
Do you want to guess?
4.
9.
I was going to say 9.
See?
That's why
I was going to say
Some
9.
Wine didn't write top Michigan wineries.
I'm going to write him and be like, have you ever been to Traverse City? And just be like, but isn't it so cool?
I think this is great, though. Again, we were touching on what we were talking about earlier. This is someone who's writing, following their passion, doing something they love.
Yeah.
And just, it's been so well received.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why Coil does the boosts the way they do it. I don't honestly, when they talk about metrics and stuff, I don't think they really, I think it's people looking at every article and going, this is good.
I like
this
one.
has a place. I had like this one is definitely good. This one, and not to say that the ones that don't get picked for the boost are good, It's just that they are certainly looking for
Diversified
niches.
content.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because again, I always go back to it. If it's all XRP eccentric, it's not. It's gonna crash and burn and blow up.
Well, whenever I talk about it to other people, like in the outside world, I always kind of like tell them, like, hey, there's a lot of stuff about crypto on there, but that also gives you the opportunity to kind of establish yourself in whatever your niche is. Because if you're on any other established platform, Instagram, whatever, you're competing with literally billions of other people.
Right.
Sure.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up to you guys, because I told you about that in chat about my real life mentioning of Coil to a friend at the bar the other night. And he's like, his first words were, "Are you trying to sell me something? Because if you are, stop." And I was like, no.
Trying to sell you success, man.
Would you like to make something better than money? Crypto. How would you like that? Like, no. But after I told him the idea of it, he's like, that's awesome. But I don't know. Like, I find I think a lot of people either are creators or content like readers.
Mm-hmm.
So I find that's going on with Coil right now. There's a lot of creators. But there also has to be people on the other end reading it.
Yeah.
So, no, that was the idea I had. You know, there are a lot of blogging sites. There's a lot of, I think we should write gearing towards them, saying, you like blogging, why don't you try this platform?
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about it, because there's a lot of bloggers out there, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Let's go to the next article.
You guys
okay, who's up next?
So next we have Nick. Give me just a sec.
Nick, you didn't pick your own article again, did you?
No, I think
That'd be awesome.
Come on, we told him
we're not allowed to do that?
Do it. No, after the 10th time, he learned how to choose his own blog.
Have you heard of this NickelNDime guy? He's really got some stuff. He is funny and
He's
handsome.
so talented.
Knows a lot about wine.
Go ahead, Nick. You're on.
So I did XRP picks, and I like it because it's just
actually just a little correction, because it's XR picks, uses the same people.
XR picks.
XR picks.
Is that how you say it? The XR picks? Clever, I guess.
Incoming.
But
I knew you were going to pick this one, Nick. I knew it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is going to be Nick's featured.
No, I just think there's a space for sports writing. Yeah. And, you know, I don't know, you guys know, I feel like a loner be watching American football and talking about it on Coil, but there definitely is a place for football. Oh, and they've been writing about basketball. Just a sports writer. And I talk about niche markets again. You're talking about specific, this one got right on the front page and like, boom, like that.
Yeah, sure.
So that's definitely what they're trying to go for.
Actually, really, so I haven't actually read this article, but I'm getting intrigued by this.
The XFL?
I'm like, scroll down. I'm reading it.
So the XFL was started by the guy, Vince McMahon, the guy that has the WWE. So he started a football
passion
league.
Of mine.
Here you go, Lauren. Scroll down. Read another paragraph.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you don't watch WrestleMania, Lauren? Are you telling me that you do not watch that stuff?
I'm more of a participant.
But one thing that I have to tell you guys is that I'm excited about when I started to read XR Picks. I was going to say XR Picks also. When I started to read XR Picks, usually I was the only upvote he had. So it was the first upvote you had automatically, and then after I read it and after a couple of days, it was still at 2 upvotes. So it was me and the one you have. And now, since he was featured, he has already 6 upvotes on his blog. So it's awesome.
See, that's... Yeah.
It means that the features work.
How did you find him, or he find you? Was it through Twitter?
On Twitter, yeah.
Mm.
I started following him because we had a little conversation on a tweet. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Twitter. It's so powerful.
That's the Undertaker, in case anyone was wondering. That's the Undertaker on the screen.
The cat?
No, not the cat. On the screen,
Oh.
the
No,
picture.
I was
on the
distracted by the
feed,
cat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
on the feed.
Yeah, sorry. He's not subtle.
Wait. I have to wait. I need to show the cat. Show us the cat, Colin. Still there? Still there?
Yeah, he's hang on a second.
What's his name?
This is Mac. Hang on, there he is.
Oh. Hi, Mac.
It's just so this is the little ginger nightmare.
So cute.
He's currently purring his head off. There we go. You're gonna go that way? No, you're just gonna claw my arm. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is
you're
what
a cat tree, basically. Yeah.
I am very much so. I mean, one of the things he really likes is these headphones, and so I've actually had him on my head on a couple of occasions this week, which has really been quite awkward several times. But yeah, he basically just doesn't give a shit. He just swans around here.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter what I say. The number of times I've pulled him off the curtains yesterday.
That kind of like your kid, Nick.
Yeah.
Just like doesn't give a shit. Just pull him off the curtains constantly, and
Yeah, they're. Oh,
that's just what I imagine like having children is like.
it's
Just
just
don't care what you think.
Stop. Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to get into it. Let's go to the next article.
Okay.
So, Nick, are you done with talking about your pick? We can move on.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much cut and dry. I hope to see a lot more of them.
Are you sure his username isn't XRPX?
XRP. Yeah.
This girl internets.
It makes sense. Well.
No, I mean, and they go by Jason and Doug. Aren't they two people that work on it?
Jason and Dave. They are brothers, and they both run the account. They are Jason and Dave. Yeah.
Did you guys see the article my brother wrote?
Yeah.
Yes.
So cute.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Did you give him the XRP from it?
I did not. I told him it didn't get upvoted very much.
Wow.
He was very honest, wasn't he, about it?
No,
Dude.
I was laughing so hard because the last phrase was something like, please don't upvote this blog. And I'm serious, because if this blog is upvoted more than Nick's usual content, it will be
Yeah, that's brothers for you. Always trying to little outdo each other. Mm-hmm.
But it was amazing. Loved it. Super funny. So guys, let's go. Let me just prepare here. And Colin picked a blog for us as well. So I'm going to show Colin's pick in just a second. Colin, you can go. It's on the screen.
No, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but this is also what happens where this stays here purring its head off. Hi.
Oh, wait. I'm going to put, yeah. Oh.
So yeah, this is what he does when he's not standing on the keyboard sending people messages.
Sure. He actually writes half your blogs.
Yeah, most of them actually. He's this is one of the PAs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, but I don't understand why you have to, because you put Mac on half the blogs, Gus on the other half of the blogs, and then they can rotate as well because there's a third one. So days off and everything. Yeah.
I mean, look, in the world of cat blogging, I mean, look at me. I'm not a cat blogger. Come on. This is just no. And the thing is as well, I mean, with this abdomen,
You haven't trimmed his nails, did you?
I think he may have trimmed them now. Well, this has gone well.
Okay. Article.
So I'm going to put your pic back on the screen. Yeah, it's on. Go ahead.
I really like this one. I tell you why, because it's something that just stuck. I was just randomly scrolling through. I didn't have anything in particular I was looking for. I just was seeing what else is around on a particular day. And I just found this really, really charming little piece.
Yeah.
And it is, by the looks of things, the guy's first and only post.
Yeah, it's the first one.
and I read it, and it was just a nice little easygoing introduction. But what made it for me, aside from the fact it's got a dog on the front, which makes me an absolute sucker immediately, is the video at the end, which is just awesome.
I'm going to run the video because
please do.
I didn't know him, and I started following when you
I haven't
send the
seen
link
this.
because it's so funny, the video, and I really like the writing style. So I started following him when you sent it to me. Yeah. So I'm going to give me just a sec because I want to run the
Is this a video
It's
he
awesome.
made?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Check it
you'll
out,
see.
guys.
It's not moving. There's a plane.
That was great. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
It's a short video, but it's so fun. It's so awesome. I love it.
That's it. I mean, honestly, I could have pulled so many different things, and I do see so many different things all the time, and it's cool. Some of this stuff really piques my interest, and I am curious about how other people write as well.
Absolutely.
But again, this is one that just randomly turned up, and for some reason it still popped into my head when you asked me about have you read anything recently, and yes, I have. It's just this one. It just struck a chord.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just really loving how excited the dog is.
I love that.
Wow.
That was cute.
Yeah.
I know. Everyone thinks I'm this absolute monster, which isn't unreasonable.
I did.
But every now and again, it just underneath it all, somehow this creeps out. But yeah, this is why I like Coil, because I keep coming across this stuff. Not obviously exactly this stuff, but there really is such a mixed bag.
It is so bizarre. It is like that is why I like it too, because you do see so many different kind of genres kind of colliding, almost like just it's very eclectic, if you will, of just what is it? It's everything in a way. It can be whatever you want it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a blank slate right now. So
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Everyone has a space everyone can fit in. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I just tried to do the acoustic jam thing today. Just say what the hell.
Yeah, that was fun. I really like that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get, and even if he can't do it every 2 weeks, I'm going to try to get other people just to sit in.
Is my favorite part. Okay, I'm sorry. Really quick. My favorite part of that was when you were talking about Desmond singing along to that song, and then he played it, and then he was knocking on the door and came in. That was so cute. Grace
said he was playing because my wife had her sister and her kid over, and Des and that little kid were playing. Des and his cousin. And Grace was like, as soon as you started playing, he dropped the toy, looked up, and just bolted for the door. And that was so funny because I knew, because he gets so into it, and he has my wife's kind of temperament where he's very shy, bone crushingly shy, where it's he trying to get him to sing, he won't. But that song, he's just like.
So cute. And
it's so ridiculous because it's like an 80s hair band and he's all about it. I'm like, what?
So cute.
Get out of here.
What, would you rather him do Baby Shark?
He hates that. I tried to get it.
You should be so proud.
I was trying to get him to, because I learned Baby Shark on the actual guitar just to do it. And I play it and he'll come up and go, stop, and then put his hand on the strings. I was like, all right, dude. But I'll try to play Beatles, I'll try to do other things, and he'll be like, Daddy, no sing. And I'm like, well, that was soul crushing, thank you.
That's
can I go cute. Walk off and cry? Thank you very much, son. But with that one, he's like, sing it again. And I'm like, oh, it's a hard one to sing. Again, Daddy, again.
I think he's just trolling you.
Yeah.
Let's break this man.
Break his spirit. We know he's sleep deprived already. He was halfway there.
Yeah, no. Oh, God. Yeah. Talk about. you talk about drinking last night. I had a couple beers last night too. And then both kids decided to wake up at like 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh no. So
That's always
all
a
right.
good thing.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
We got Patty for the last one, right?
Yes, I'm ready for it. So let's go. And my choice, I had to choose Danny Lighthouse art sculpture, The Reveal, because there were two of them, but I think it made more sense to choose the last one, of course. But I chose this one. I was trying to go for someone that we didn't know very well, but I had to go with this because you give a box to Danny and she turns that into art. It's
Yeah.
amazing. You can give her anything. You give her a milk carton and in 2 weeks she gives you back a piece of art. How does she do it? How?
Yeah, the lighthouse ones were really, really, really cool. Like, I wish I could do stuff like that.
I wish I could be this creative. I really do, because I look at, I don't see what she does with this.
I know.
Well,
when she shows the before pictures of like just the materials.
Yep,
like,
just
there's
pots.
no way that's gonna look cool at the end. I can't. I'm not creative like that.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I had to feature her because I'm really well. Let's
Yep,
say
there they are.
proud of someone that can do this type of thing because I can't. So I really applaud the ones that can. Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, even the Brent with the cartoonish thing, that's cool as hell too.
Yeah,
I mean, that takes an immense amount of talent. And did you guys read that troll that attacked him?
I did.
Or was it they attacked Sardin and then Brent got into his defense? It was just, I mean, I felt, you know what's awesome? If there's going to be trolls out there, then that means
I
that.
think it was a situation of a miscommunication because
Brent
was talking about the boost situation, and the other person was mentioning about daily payments, about web monetization. So
did I read something else? I think I read it was something else. Like I could have swore it was some guy that like Sardin posted something and the guy
he posted about Coil being more active to bring more subscribers and being more active on social media. Is that one? No,
I could have swore it was like you need to have actual good talent to draw people in there. It was a very offensive comment. And then Brent I got to start using this one more because it was back and forth between Brent and this guy. And then the guy said something mean. And then Brent just said, your contempt I find nourishment in your contempt. And I was like, I need to start using that. But just the fact that people are going to
on my body or something.
Yeah. But like if people are going to troll, you know what that means? That there's enough that people are actually enough to say that's not good.
Yeah.
Is good because then it's actually out there. There's no bad press, really. Like, okay, you don't like it. Uh-oh. I mean, I've been playing music for 30 years. I don't think I'd be doing it still if everyone that knocked it. Because could you believe I've been booed off before? I mean, it's happened.
So awful.
No, I'll say one of the weirdest situations I've ever been in was a house party we got hired in. And Keelan, I wish we would have went over the story because he would verify it. It was the most awkward situation because this guy, really hammered, comes up to us and we're playing, just kind of doing our thing. And he goes, CCR Green River. And I'm like, I don't know it. Holds up his phone, finds it, and goes, CCR Green River. And I'm like,
oh, now I know. Now I can see it.
And I go, yeah, we're not going to do that. And he goes, you're not very good. And he gets on the phone calling somebody. He's like, they're awful. They're like, he's still standing right in front of us. And I couldn't, it was so wild because and I was like, do you know Green River? And he's like, you're damn right I do. So we let him get the guitar and he couldn't play guitar. And I was just like amazed that someone that would have that much audacity to be like, you're awful because you don't know that one song. But obviously if you have a thin skin, that'd be devastating. I'm lying. I cried the whole night in a pillow the whole time.
Yeah.
I had a stiff upper lip the whole time. And then as soon as they got in the car, why do they hate us so much?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
I think we're at our hour.
Yeah, we got to get going. I got to go. I've got to help out. But it was good.
It was a
Guys.
lot of fun. Yeah.
Thank you for
guys.
having me.
Yes, Colin.
2 weeks. Thanks, Colin. Love your articles.
you.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah,
You
the
guys-
next
We
stream is.
we love the preview for part 3.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah, what a way to give us a taste of that.
Wait.
The next stream is March 8th, which is also International Women's Day.
Oh.
No, I won't be here.
Hey, yeah, you know what? Maybe it should be all girls and Adam and I take a break, huh?
Talk later.
I prefer to have you guys here as well because I don't.
What, you can't
care
celebrate
much
women, Nick?
About a special day for, I don't think it
I
makes
celebrate
much
women
sense.
all day. Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to get in such trouble with my wife. Now you've really done it, Lauren.
Welcome.
All right, guys. Take it easy, okay?
Thank you for being here, guys.
Bye, everybody.
and
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
joining.
Colin.
On chat. Bye.
Bye-bye.
everyone.